Hi and welcome back to the channel. It's Sunday evening, the 23rd of June 2024, though you're likely to see this on Monday morning, Monday the 24th. Purpose of today's video was really to have some close-up looks of all sorts of things that people have asked me either via email or in the comments. So we'll get on. Forgive me going towards the sun at the moment, so the view won't be the best. Now I'm going to start on the east stand, and that was with this area here, where it's going to step down, and this sort of concrete section you can see is basically where them levels are going to be, and that's going to be covered, I believe it's blue cobalt tiles. So that's just thought I'd point that out. I've missed it a few times. So that was one of just the quick first things outside on this east stand. Next one, someone's asked if I could have a complete look along the perimeter wall. The only problem with that at the moment is when it's got so much scaffolding on, there's not a great deal you can see what they're actually doing. But I say have a look. These two, I say they've been done a while. In fact, I think it was this one on the right that was the first one to be repointed, etc. So I'll just basically move right along the whole length of the wall. Next one, you can see that's completely finished and has had all that scaffolding down, all the block work back in. But if I get a bit higher, I might be able to see a bit more. Right, so I'll move along. Next one is similar to the last one, only it's halfway through, having the blocks replaced or matched in. Sorry, it was on sport mode and I didn't realise, so it was shooting its way along. Next one is another one that's completed. I'll just have to move my position a bit because of them buildings. And then finally, what I presume is the start of them repointing this one, yeah, because it's got things growing out of it at the moment. And that one's, and the final one, see, that's still got plenty growing out of it, and a chimney. And that last one is not Everton's, that is this one. I'll zoom in on it. That's United Utilities. So that's what's happening along the dock wall. Right, I'm going to get up over into the stadium. I say apologise for the sun glare. I'll turn around as soon as I can. Now the next thing I was asked to look at was the away seats. I can drop down quite a way. I want to try and get as close as I can to get a good zoom. It was commented whether the rails were actually different than what is on this south stand. So it's, to be honest, it's impossible for me to say. I can zoom in further, but it begin to lose focus. To me it looks like the actual barrier rail is not in yet. That's what all the posts sticking up are, but it's hard for me to tell on my little screen. So I'll do the same and zoom in on this end, so you can see the rail going along the blue seats. I just think that's not been completed the other end yet, because if you look further up, now they look like the away section before the rail's been added. So unless it's different on a bigger screen, I think that is the answer. Now, it was noted that the pitch is suddenly looking very clear, and that it looked like they had taken a lot of the hard layer off. I'll get high again, see if I can get a lot of it in. I've not got my wide angle lens on, so I can't do the image I done the other day, but I should be able to get most of it, I would have thought. So as you can see, this right hand side does look relatively clear. That's the side they're working on. Right, I'll move on. And the next things is on the west stand. Not sure how well I'm going to be able to zoom in on these ones. Not 100% sure where I've got to look, but there was I think it might be these. So I'll zoom right in, but it will go a little blurry. Now, it was wondered if they are the mounts for like the is it called mood lighting? I'd call it mood lighting. It's called mood lighting in the car. Whether that's what they call in the stadium, that's going to make the sort of blue glow. And I presume there's more as you go along. You see there's one there. Yeah, and as you can see, they do go all the way along. So it is quite a possibility. And I did finally see on SS Sky's video that the missing coping stone was returned, and the other one that had disappeared, that's been replaced as well. So I'm sure Stephen's pleased about that. Just zooming where they're up to with the cladding and the last block work. So the waterway continues to be worked on. Looks like it's done all the way on that right hand side now. As you can see, this is just to repeat, they're not digging right under that bridge, there's just pipes going through to complete the water flow there. I imagine I can see these same, what we think are lighting posts. Yeah, let's see, there they are again. They're certainly uniform all the way along the stand. Which makes you think that's what they are. Now I don't know about this one. This next one is a guess. It's a guess by one of my viewers, and he is under the impression that this cardboard box here, if it is a cardboard box even, or I'm looking in the wrong place. So I'll just get higher. Now, see, that looks like wood to me. He did say he thought it were the first solar panels, unless I'm looking at the wrong thing. He said there was a box on the roof. That doesn't look like a box to me. Interestingly, it looks like a wooden platform. So, in fact, let's get closer. Yeah, it's definitely sheets of wood. wonder if that is to store the solar panels on when they lift them up, so they've got somewhere to put them rather than put them on the roof. That would be my guess on what that platform is for. And it was also noted that on these ends there's sort of 3 supports together, where as you move on it's just 2. In fact, it shows better from up there. You can see on this, in fact I'll move back over, in the centre of your screen now it's like 3 in a row, where it looks like further on there's still 1 to go in between them, unless that's just because it's at the edge. If there is 3 at this end, then that's a possibility, I guess. I'll move across. I do believe there it is. Yeah, so there's also 3 on the first 2 rows on this edge too. So I don't know. That's a interesting one. Polycarbonate still to finish. All the arbors in place, ready for the tree support system. And I'll go back over the stadium and have another look while I'm here quickly. I'll just have a quick spin round of it all, in case there's anything you spot. So I also had answered when I asked in my last video what this section was for, and it is a disabled section. I was just quite surprised it is so close to the dugouts, but you know, that's brilliant, because too often disabled sections are all sort of out the way places, where I think every single stand here is either, say, they've got some down the front, I believe on the east, say it's there, right? I mean, that's perfect view on the halfway line. So it's like they've really catered for the disabled. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm just trying to get out of the sunlight. Yeah, so that was just a lot of people's questions and things that asked if I could look at. Sorry, I wasn't organised enough to get everybody's names up who'd asked certain questions, but thank you to all those who do, and the ones who email as well. Much appreciated. Also, thanks to everyone who subscribes. If you haven't, please consider doing so. It is free. Subscribe's a bit of a false word for it, really. It just means you get notifications and things of when the next video's out. And I went past 7,000 subscribers last night, which is amazing. So, thanks to everyone who's done that. And I'm away for a few days now, so it'll probably be Thursday or Friday before I'm back now. So enjoy your week, and I will see you next time.